Hey guys, Janine here. Today I have a good recipe. I hope so because it's something I made up. But before I do that, I made an error the other day when I was doing shout outs for people. I said give love and go see Susan Anderson. That's her name. Her channel name is Pantry to Table. Susan Anderson from Pantry to Table. She's small, cooking up a storm, and she needs some love. She's got a small group of subscribers. Let's help her out. So sorry about that, Susan. Pantry to Table. Okay, I feel better now. This is something I kind of made up on my own. If you look at my shorts, there's a pizza. We went to a happy hour and we were on the rooftop and I showed the pizza and I'm eating it and it was really, really delicious. And I could tell it was spinach artichoke dip and mozzarella. I don't know what dough they use. It could have been homemade, but I'm using Pillsbury thin crust dough. I'm winging it, so to speak, today. This is the thin pizza crust because it looked like it was a sort of a pizza flatbread, but it was kind of wide and I got 6 pieces out of it. Go and check out the short. You'll see. Well, I came up with what I think it is. I think it's pre-mixed spinach artichoke dip because I don't think they went and made their own. Maybe they did. Maybe you want to. But no, I'm using this. Your girl is taking shortcuts because I don't know. I've never made it, but it was absolutely delicious. I'm not going to lie. This was really an easy step. So I went and picked this up Fridays. I went and grabbed some Kraft mozzarella and I actually had to run out while the dough was resting here because I forgot the main ingredient. I had no mozzarella. So now this has been sitting for a good 20 minutes. All I did was roll it out and the thin one comes about, you see, it's about that wide. What is on there? Oh, and yes, this is my new best friend, my ever-growing onions. If anybody wants to know, you put them in water, changed every 3 days, and they just keep regenerating and growing. Look at that. And if we want it, we could probably even chop some up on here, but I'm not a big onion fan. I'm not. So just a thought, an idea for you guys. Okay, I feel like just going to spread here. I let it thaw out. It was frozen, spinach artichoke, and we all know how delicious this is. I'm just going to spread it around. I think I'm going to do a simple addition because it's been on my mind. Follow along with me. Bear with me. I love you guys. Let me do this. This is my joy, cooking. It's early here. I'm still having breakfast. Well, I didn't eat yet. I'm having coffee. I walk in the morning to share my life. I walk, and I haven't for a few months. I got distracted from YouTube. But normally, for the last 10 years, I walk 4 miles a day. And boy, oh boy, do I regret not doing it for a few months because it's like you wash 10 years away. You stop and it's like you never walked. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. This is no joke. Okay, so it looks like that's kind of a good amount. I'm going to have to spread it a little bit extra to share it a little better. Hey, you, your toy, get out of the living room. Do you see this dog? My dog photobombs me all the time. She's got to be in the clip. That's her toy in the background. This is something else, my Millie Bean. We didn't leave for vacation yet, so I'm sticking in as many as I can. I'm terrible. My husband wants to kill me. He's not filming me today. I'm solo. Okay, now you just put some mozzarella. Let's try to get this. You could make your own. I looked up a quick recipe for artichoke spinach dip, but why bother if you're doing a quick pizza and this is ready made and just as delicious? I know this is delicious because I've had this as dip, you know? Okay, so now put that aside. Let's get some of this mozzarella, full fat, no low fat or anything like that. Okay, Kraft. Use whatever brand you like. If you probably could use the fresh here if you like. Look at that. I love this one. The long shreds. I have the oven preheating at 400, and I'm assuming this is going to take anywhere from 15 to 18 minutes like that. I'm telling you, I would want to go back to this rooftop restaurant. It's part of the hotel that opened here. I don't even remember the name. The famous Hilton Suites. They opened here in Pompano down by our pier, and they have this rooftop restaurant we've been dying to go to. And this was the only thing I enjoyed there. This was delicious. I would go back for this. The drinks were ridiculously priced. The food wasn't cheap, but the pizza like this, believe it or not, I'm making this for, I don't know how much. I'll probably do the math, but it was $22 there. or 24. It's a lot. I got 6 small pieces. Me and Vinny shared it. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do, because I have to make things my own. It's not enough that I shortcutted and did that. Let me get an ingredient. I think you'll like it. Okay, remember I had said sesame seeds. I bought these for making tahini. I never got around to it, but I will. I will. Excuse me, let me just wipe that off. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seed around the board, and I'll tell you why. When I lived in Queens years and years ago, there was a pizzeria that did a sesame seed crust top, and I used to love it. There's something about it. And since this is this style of pizza, and there was a sauce mozzarella pizza that they did, this too. Oh, put too much there. Let me just get a little bit. And they're just toasty and nutty. They're a great flavor. They go with this. A little bit on there. Okay. All right. So now I think that looks wonderful. I'm not going to put any seed. Maybe a little bit. What do you think? A little garlic powder? I think a little garlic powder. Garlic salt, garlic powder, granulated garlic. Give it a little oomph, and a little bit of black pepper I think I'm going to put. It was very delicious. I ate like 3 slices, and that's rare for me. Okay, a little bit of black pepper. And I'm going to call that a done deal. It took me all of 10 minutes to put that together. Now I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 and see how long it takes. I'll let you know. Okay, guys, it's done and it looks delicious. Let's cut her up and taste it. And you will get, the sesame seeds look fantastic. You will get 6 pieces out of this. Okay, great. Oh, I love this. My cousin gave me this, and it's the best pizza cutter I have ever had. So sharp, so wonderful. Go here. Hear that crispiness? The bottom crisped up very nicely. I'll go here. My mouth is watering because I had no breakfast. This is my breakfast. Okay, let's take an edge here, an end piece. You can see the bottom. Okay. Okay, a little bit richer and creamier than the store. Oh, scared me. The dog's under the table. A little bit creamier. I would have used the thicker dough here. Because I used it thin, and this is important and I'm honest, I'm not going to lie and say it's great when it's not. If I had used the thicker crust and maybe less of the dip, it didn't seem like I had a ton, but it seems to be weighing it down. Still delicious, but I would like it crispier. Yeah, so it's not terribly floppy, but the edge part is the way I would like it. So my suggestion is, it's still quite delicious. The sesame seeds are really good on the edge, crispy, tasty, nutty. I would use less dip or a crunchier dough, like a thicker dough. That's one option. Or a crispier flatbread, if you want, like lavash or something, that will crisp, and a little bit less of the dip and mozzarella, and play around with it. In my oven at 400, it took 16 minutes to get to this level and this crispiness. Okay, 16 minutes. And you all know my stove is crazy. It doesn't do nothing well. All right, that's it for today. I do want to say I have, my lucky number is 610. And I turned my head and went back to the computer, and somebody subscribed. You're my number 610. You're my lucky number. Please, because it doesn't show me, usually it tells me who just subscribed, new subscriber and a name. If you would put just your first name in the comments for me, I just want to say thank you. And I have no other way to do it because I don't know your name and I don't see a channel to attach to it. So thank you, 610. And I'll see you guys in the next video.